Welcome back to Top 5. In a clash that defies the boundaries of genre and imagination, we find ourselves in a dark, gritty alley where two iconic characters from vastly different worlds are about to face off in a battle to the death. On one side, we have the comedian from the Watchmen, a morally ambiguous anti-hero known for his dark humor and ruthless tactics. On the other, Randall Boggs from Monsters, Inc., a cunning and slippery monster who thrives on stealth and deception. What happens when these two collide? Let's dive into this epic showdown. The scene opens in a desolate urban landscape, where the air is thick with tension. Neon lights flicker ominously, casting eerie shadows on the cracked pavement. The comedian leans against a graffiti-covered wall, a cigarette dangling from his lips. His expression is a mix of boredom and amusement, as if he's waiting for something, or someone, to entertain him. "Just another day in paradise," he mutters, flicking ash onto the ground. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts as Randall Boggs slinks into view, his skin shifting colors to blend seamlessly with the surroundings. With a sly grin, he reveals himself, his eyes glinting with mischief. "You look lost, human. Care for a little scare?" he hisses, his voice dripping with sarcasm. The comedian raises an eyebrow, unimpressed. "Scare? Please. I've seen scarier things in my morning coffee." As the tension escalates, the two characters size each other up. The comedian pulls out a sleek, modified pistol, the weapon gleaming under the flickering lights. "I've dealt with monsters before, but you? You're just a lizard in a suit," he taunts, a smirk playing on his lips. Randall, undeterred, stretches his limbs, ready to strike. "And you're just a washed-up comic with a death wish. Let's see how funny you are when you're screaming." With that, the fight begins. The comedian fires a shot, but Randall's agility allows him to dodge effortlessly, disappearing into the shadows. "Not bad, but you'll have to do better than that," he calls out, his voice echoing in the alley. The comedian smirks, unfazed. "I'm just getting started." Randall reappears, launching a surprise attack from behind. The comedian spins around just in time, blocking the blow with his weapon. The two engage in a fierce back and forth, each using their unique skills to gain the upper hand. Randall darts in and out of the shadows, using his camouflage to confuse the comedian, who counters with quick reflexes and sharp one-liners. "You think you can hide? I've faced tougher opponents in my sleep." As the battle rages on, the alley becomes a chaotic battlefield. The comedian's dark humor fuels his resolve, while Randall's cunning and agility keep him on the offensive. The comedian fires again, grazing Randall's arm, causing him to hiss in pain. "Guess you're not so invisible now," the comedian quips, relishing the moment. But Randall is not finished yet. He uses his environment to his advantage, knocking over debris and creating a cloud of dust. "Time to end this," he snarls, launching himself at the comedian with a flurry of strikes. The comedian, however, is quick on his feet, dodging and weaving as he fires off shots, each one landing closer to its target. In a moment of desperation, Randall unleashes his full power, using his stealth to create confusion. He knocks over a stack of crates, sending them crashing down toward the comedian. But with a quick roll, the comedian evades the falling debris, rising to his feet with a determined glint in his eye. "Nice try, but I've survived worse than that." As the fight reaches its climax, both fighters are exhausted but unwilling to back down. The comedian, seeing an opening, charges at Randall with fierce determination. "You wanted a show? Here's your finale," he shouts, tackling Randall to the ground. The two grapple fiercely, each struggling for dominance. In a final, desperate move, the comedian manages to pin Randall down, using his weight and strength to overpower the slippery monster. Looks like the joke's on you, he breathes heavily, a triumphant grin spreading across his face. With one last push, he throws Randall into a wall of costumes, effectively trapping him. Breathing heavily, the comedian stands victorious, looking down at the defeated Randall. The alley is silent now, the chaos of their battle giving way to an eerie calm. "Guess you should have picked a different opponent," he mutters, shaking his head in disbelief. As the camera pans out, viewers are left to ponder the unlikely clash of these two iconic characters. The comedian, with his dark humor and ruthless tactics, has proven that sometimes, laughter can be deadlier than any weapon. In this bizarre crossover, the worlds of the Watchmen and Monsters, Inc. collide in a way that leaves fans craving more. In the aftermath of this epic showdown, the comedian emerges not just as a victor, but as a testament to the unpredictable nature of storytelling. Who would have thought that a dark anti-hero and a sneaky monster would face off in such an unforgettable way? As the screen fades to black, the audience is left with a question: in a world where anything is possible, who would you pit against each other next? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic showdowns.